Hello, Tom Ward.
Hello, Josh Thomas.
This week we're going to talk about grade nine. A very big year for both of us, actually. I think we
Mm.
should recap grade eight. Me and you met in high school. We sat at the B block, which had like these like guys that we thought were hardcore, which is actually so funny to look back on. They
Mhm.
weren't hardcore, were they? And they were just from the suburbs of Brisbane. But we thought they were like such like strong men, and in the world they would have been the biggest pussies at the school. And then me and you were mostly friends with the ladies. We spoke about dating them a lot last episodes when we talked about grade eight. And I'm not sure that we made it clear that by dating we meant we asked them out or they asked us out and then broke up with them 2 days later and never went to their house or spoke to them or touched them in any way.
I mean, I kissed a couple,
Oh,
so
I
let's not
didn't.
let's not backpedal too hard. Right.
I had my first kiss in grade nine. First time I ever kissed a girl. First time I ever went down on a girl. And also the first night I ever tried alcohol.
Wow. And one night. Why
Yeah.
do you always have to do things so much? You always go too hard. You can't just like tease things out. You always have to go too hard.
To be fair, I was not. I don't think I was involved in any of those choices. Really, I was like, I mean, we'll tell the story later, but I mean, the kissing and the going down on the girl was something that wasn't something I pursued. I just sort of fell in.
I think at some point you had a choice.
I had a
That's all I'll
choice,
say.
yeah, but I didn't expect that to happen.
Mm.
And you, I guess, got caught up in the underworld.
I had a very different experience to you in year 9, obviously, because of the crowd I fell into. Yeah.
But I think a big moment for me in grade nine is because we were sitting with those like mean boys, and I was friends with the girls, and you were friends with both. They like sat separate because we were children. And one day they were being mean to me, and you said, "I don't want to sit here anymore. Let's just go and sit somewhere else." And we moved to a new group, a new like nerdy girl group. It was just all girls, nerdy. And then we also were friends with a different all female group that were like all girls, nerdy, but like a little bit more interested in being hardcore.
Yeah, and on reflection, those girls were way more hardcore than those boys.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
That second group.
yeah.
Was the first group, we call that A block, and the second group was C block?
B block was the M&M boys.
The boys who were not the chocolate, the
Not
wrapper.
chocolate. Yeah.
Kind of both.
Because you could buy chocolates at the tuck shop there.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's where the tuck shop was. Prime real estate.
That's why we always got dragged down there, because you were racing off to get the Tuesday chicken burger.
Tuesday chicken burger or
You had to
lasagna.
get there early, even if it meant getting pushed over by Nettie on the way.
Why didn't they just make more chicken burgers, by the way? It was like such a thing in our school. Tuesday, like all the kids try to leave 5 minutes before lunch. Like it wasn't just me; it was the whole school. It was like this crazy Tuesday chicken burger day. I don't know why there was only on Tuesday. I don't know why the tuck shop refused to do them any other day. And like the teachers knew, and like they get to the end of the class, and they'd be like, "Please, we have to wait until the bell." And everyone's like, "No, no, miss, it's chicken burger day." And sometimes I think they would let us out a few minutes early so we could get to the chicken burger on time. It was it was the biggest thing in the whole school. Is this just me or was it the whole school?
I don't think it was the whole school. But I guess I don't know if anyone else in the school had negotiated an early departure. I think that was just you. But it was the most popular thing, even more than the Pizza Hut Thursdays.
Way more. I think we missed out in the first episode. We made a huge mistake by not talking about I think because most of the years at school were defined by our school productions. You weren't in the grade eight school production.
I wasn't ready.
No, it was Teen Stars, which was an original musical written by our the teachers.
Mm.
I tried to find the cast recording.
You couldn't get it?
I mean, when I say I tried, I mean like like I gave like my like I thought about it
You
and
thought about it.
and and I think I messaged.
You messaged me.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I did.
Who wasn't in the musical. And I said, try the drama teacher, which I think was a pretty good level of help from me.
I just do think someone's going to send it to me and we'll play it in a future episode because I did have my own song on it, which is
Did
pretty
you
like,
actually? You didn't sing though, did you?
it was kind of like, you know that song, And in Pirates of the Penzance, Modern Major General. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da, like talking really fast, like a tongue twister to like a
Mm.
beat.
Yeah, the music teacher took advantage of your speech impediment.
You think they were bullying me?
I think they saw a kid with a voice and they wrote to it.
And I definitely didn't write to it. I definitely auditioned for it.
Mm.
All right. Grade 8, I was in the school production, I had my own song. Grade 9 was the opening of the Q Block Arts Center, and our drama teacher was kind of into like physical theater, like ritualistic performance.
Because it was performing arts, it wasn't just the drama kids. They'd roped in some music kids as well. And obviously they had Bianca Piana up there doing Vanessa Amorosi's Shine.
Every school has like a Christian girl that sings.
That was the first time she'd ever performed it. And it
Was
became,
it?
yeah. And she then was asked to do Shine literally 10 times.
And then there was a main school production in grade 9 that was
It must have been Midsummer Night's Dream.
a Midsummer Night's Dream musical version.
Was that really year 9?
No, that was grade 10 because they do them alternating years. So I think in grade 9 they did into a production
No,
instead.
year 9, yeah. It was the opening of the Q Block.
So the opening of the Q Block, they had like a new performing arts district in our school. That school is getting positioned now as a performing arts school with all these facilities. And to do an opening, they were doing a ritualistic physical theater performance, and that was the first time you ever did anything dramatic. And I don't really know why you did.
You tricked me. I was like, where are we going? And you're like, oh, just come down, hang out with these guys. They're really cool. And I was like, whatever. I didn't really know where we were going. You were just like, just come with me. And then we were in the drama room and I'm like, oh, the drama block. Okay. And then 5 minutes later, I'm lying on my back, flicking my wrists in time to right here, right now, right here, right now.
The thing about you is that you would join a cult. Like definitely like you watch that XCM documentary and there's that girl that like she got branded and then she convinced other people to get branded. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, you'd get right in that.
Oh man, there's a guy in that documentary who's like just in love with this man. And then there's a bit where this other guy is like pointing out to him, he's pointing out to this nerdy guy why he shouldn't follow the cult leader. And you can see in the nerdy guy's eyes that he's just switching to follow this new guy. You can see in his eyes, like, maybe I like this guy. And I thought, there's nothing worse than seeing yourself reflected. There's nothing more infuriating.
Should we get into what happened to you?
Yeah,
Can I tell my side of it first?
sure.
So you made a new friend. What are we gonna call her? We can just call her Sally. And I would turn up to school every so often. I'd be chatting to you, and then she'd come over and she'd cry a lot. And then you'd walk away, and then there'd be like a big secret. And sometimes you'd be like, "What's going on?" And you'd be like, "Shut up! You don't understand! You don't understand!" Like that.
You didn't understand. No one
Didn't
understood.
understand, no. And then I would go and just like sit alone, like quite often. And you guys would sit like around the corner, and she would like and have these really intense conversations for like months, like so intense.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot to discuss.
Yeah.
Basically, she let me know that she'd started dating an 18-year-old. She was like 14. And basically, this guy was like kind of from the wrong side of the tracks. And she'd started like getting into some kind of like bad situations. And
Yeah.
like, I'm talking real stuff. Like, this guy was doing like street racing, which was like crazy coincidental because Fast and the Furious had just come out at the cinemas. And I'd never met anyone who did that, but she did. Anyway, his name was Rich, and I'm still kind of nervous to say it out loud.
And she was going to the street races?
Yeah, she was being picked up, at 1 a.m. in the morning from her parents' house in Belbarry and taken to the street races, but they were doing some like breaking and entering as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
how'd she meet this guy?
I think through scouts.
And I think for context in this part of our lives, pre-mobile phone, or maybe we had a Nokia, but you couldn't talk on it. And no one was using landlines anymore, but we did have MSN Messenger. And the whole thing was just this one chat app, and we all lived on MSN Messenger.
Yeah, and that's where I would talk to him.
Oh, yeah.
So she would log off, and then quite often, then he would log on.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he'd chat to me, and it was kind of confusing because sometimes he'd be like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" and telling me about, like, cars and stuff. I
Uh-huh.
didn't know anything about it, so,
What
uh,
kind of cars?
just, like, Ferraris and Porsches and stuff like that. They were stolen.
Oh, oh, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
But what was confusing is sometimes he'd be, like, quite nice to me, and other times he'd be like, "Stay the fuck away from Sally or I'll kill you."
Oh.
Yeah. And those times when he was like that, it was really hard to sleep in the evenings.
Yeah, I think I remember, one night he quite specifically said he was gonna come over that night and kill you.
Yeah, yeah. He said he was gonna come over and kill me, so I should lock the doors. And so I went around my parents' house and just made sure the windows were locked.
You didn't let them know there was a street racing murderer coming? Organized crime street racing murderer?
Later on, into like 3 years down the track, because it went on for a while, I did one night get so scared that I considered knocking on my dad's door, but then something made me stop, and I just went back to bed.
I also do I do know I say this quite often, but Brisbane is just not. I don't think I've seen. There's definitely never been a Ferrari in Balbari.
Mm, no.
I don't know where you would go to steal a Ferrari. I don't know if there's a Ferrari in Brisbane. There might be now. There definitely wasn't one when we were growing up, and if there was one, it wasn't in Balbari. No
Mm,
offense to Balbari
mm.
in 2002.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know about that either. But I know one time he actually had to stash Porsche and some other fast car, and he didn't have anyone else, and he actually asked me if I could hide the cars for him. But I told him I couldn't because my
Hmm.
parents' carport only had 2 spaces, and
Yeah,
the cars they were already filled.
yeah. And a Lamborghini would be hard to.
But then it was quite convincing because,
Wait, did you say
um
it went on for 3 years?
went for 3 years. So it was really hard being at school because I was involved in stuff way more serious than the other kids.
Uh-huh.
And so, like,
You were forced to grow up so fast by Rich.
yeah, and Mark, who is another person I'd speak to on MSN Messenger, and Mark and Rich were in a gang war, warring with each other. And
Oh,
Mark was kind of like a protector figure for me and Sally.
oh.
And Rich almost murdered Sally, but Mark came in at the last second and saved her.
Wait, how did you find out that Rich almost murdered Sally?
Sally told me in a
Like in
series of.
person?
No,
Or
she didn't really talk about it that much in person, but she would give me these very long letters. She would
oh,
tell me.
that's right. You used to write these letters. You guys used to always hand these really intense handwritten letters
Mm.
to each other.
Yeah, and sometimes, like, she wouldn't really talk to me about it at school, but then at the end of the day, she'd just make one comment that would really stick with me. Like, once we were at the shopping center and we were walking, and she turned and whispered in my ear, "Rich is following us right now."
Oh,
And that was really intense, and I wasn't allowed to turn around.
wait, that's so scary.
Yeah, it was really scary. It was really scary. But that's why, like, all these petty things that you guys were worried about at school, stealing Coke cans from the HPE offices.
Oh my God, I stole so many Coke cans from the health and physical education
Mm,
storage locker.
mm.
That's not what it's designed to be.
This was just childish fodder to me. I was very scared for my life for a lot of my high school.
Wait, it wasn't 3 years. It was like 18 months.
It was 2 years for sure, and then in the last half of the 3rd year, Sally had left school, and I was kind of just coming to terms with it. It ended kind of on her last day just before we went to Germany, skipping forward a bit here, but she told me that Rich was dead as we were walking
Oh,
to the bus for the last time I really saw Sally, and we'd walked to the bus together after school, and she said, "Rich is dead," which was good because Rich had actually killed Mark, and I was very
oh,
scared because Mark had been our protector, you know?
uh-huh.
And now Mark was dead, but thankfully Carlos killed Rich.
Oh,
Mm, yeah, and then Carlos went back to, I think South America,
What is
But the thing
this?
is, I know it sounds crazy, but then every now and again, she would do something that really convinced me it was maybe real. Like, she told me about how she'd
Wait,
been
we haven't told the listener that it's not real yet.
Well, the thing is, I did sometimes think maybe this isn't real. I wondered,
Did
but
you?
then she showed me, like, she told me about how she had also, through her gang affiliation, been trained in like special fighting skills. And I thought, this is a bit far-fetched. But then one day on sports day, this kid was giving us trouble on the field. He was taking our soccer ball. And I just saw Sally's eyes change. And I thought, oh God, this is what she's been talking about. She ran in this way towards him with her hands stretched out like the Terminator guy, so fast. And then I thought, oh God, no, she's going to use the skills on him. And she did this crazy, like, Street Fighter slide kick on this guy, like swept his legs and he flipped over. And I was like, oh my God, she truly is a trained killer. And I was too scared to ever question it after that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Were you guys, was it a romance? Was she in love with you?
I don't know. I mean, you'd say so, wouldn't you? Given the energy she put into this. But I think I was in love with her, for sure. I was definitely in love with her.
We were trauma bonded.
Yeah. Yeah. Trauma bonded.
She did that to you.
But she did tell other people about this who were also sworn to secrecy. So
Who else?
she told Catherine,
Oh, yeah.
our ex, and she told Rosie, my ex.
Hurtful that I wasn't allowed to know, wasn't it?
I told you and you just looked at me like I was crazy, but I think you were just going to walk away from it.
You didn't tell me in the middle.
No, I didn't tell you till later.
No, you told me once you knew.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I remember pretty clearly you telling me.
Something about a sniper. I think there was a sniper when I told you.
I mean, maybe you told me somewhere in the middle and I just didn't know what you were talking about. But I remember the day that you told me this had been going on for so long. But what I didn't realize when I was a child was how intensely, because we were laughing about it because it's so crazy when you told me or whatever. But it's actually so horrific what happened to you. Like, you should go to
Really?
therapy. It's like shattering. Like, it's an important developmental era of your life. You had like one of the most damaging betrayals of trust a person could imagine. Even though it's so stupid for you to believe that she was in a gang war, you did believe it.
I did.
It's actually not that funny.
But it was okay because it was quite a good distraction from my parents' divorce.
Oh, I see.
I gotta go. My child is crying. Okay.
Okay. We'll do grade 9 in 2 parts.
Okay, I really gotta go. Bye.
Bye.